the intersection of Murray Street and Forbes Avenue, a lively cluster of local businesses can be found. Hello everyone, today I'm in Squirrel Hill standing outside the traditional Chinese restaurant Everyday Noodles. The attraction this restaurant gains is quite substantial, and let's take a look inside, follow me. Everyday Noodles opened in 2013 and has become one of the most packed Asian restaurants in the area despite its smaller size. This year, the restaurant was chosen as one of the top 25 Pittsburgh restaurants by Pittsburgh Magazine. As you can see, I have the menu they have here in my hand, and slightly hinted at in the name Everyday Noodles, their main thing is noodles. They have all the prices listed, as well as other products such as desserts, drinks, rice, dim sum, dumplings. It's pretty cool. This is their famous beef noodles. To produce this bowl of noodles, the restaurant utilizes land, labor, and capital. The land this restaurant sits on, the natural resources in this bowl such as flour, water, salt, beef, vegetables. For labor, there are chefs, managers, servers, and for capital, all the machinery and equipment used in the process of producing this bowl. The bowls, the utensils, and everything in the kitchen. I soon found out that as a restaurant, Everyday Noodles is not really a manufacturing business, but falls more in the service providing category. And there are many competitors on this busy street, such as Ramen Bar and Yue Bai Wei. So one of the competitors is this restaurant right across the street from Everyday Noodles. And as you can see, it's also an Asian restaurant, but seems to be lacking some customers. But how can Everyday Noodles continue to keep up with its numerous competitors and still gain so much popularity? As a monopolistic competitor, Everyday Noodles does advertise a little bit, but their main attraction is their unique presentation to their service. Behind me, there's a glass pane where customers can see exactly what the chefs are doing, which is very unique on the street and an experience you can't get anywhere else.
Did anybody order dumplings?
The way the dishes are served are also unique. No these special containers. The dumplings came in. But this is all just theory, and all I have is a hypothesis. To get a better idea of how the customers view the restaurant, I have to ask the masses. Are you a frequent customer of this restaurant, and are you here alone or with friends or with family?
I'm not a frequent customer, but she is.
I've been here a couple times.
And we're with friends and my mom.
What made you choose this restaurant over the other restaurants on this busy street?
One of my friends really likes it here, so we went here one time and I just really liked it, so we're back.
And I followed along.
What would you order if you went here? Like, what would be your...
Soup dumplings and the crispy tofu.
Soup dumplings for me.
What would you say is like a complimentary good for soup dumplings? Like, what would you get with soup dumplings? Maybe like tea or...
I would get boba.
Would you get boba from here or from a different...
Probably from here since I'm already here.
Me too.
What would you say is a substitute for if you couldn't get dumplings here?
The like steamed pork buns.
Thank you so much.
You're
That's
welcome.
all. Happy birthday. And for the most crucial part of my mission today, I've secured an interview with the managers of Everyday Noodles after countless pleas. To be honest, I was kind of surprised that they welcomed me with such hospitality and took time out of their busy schedules. Okay. So, the first question is, how does Everyday Noodles decide on the price of its products? Is it based on cost, demand, or
Yes.
Competitors? Yes. Well, not really competitors. It's actually our noodles soup, for instance. It used to be $9 back in the day. Now it's $16, and definitely it went up because of the pandemic. Especially with chicken. I think there was like a chicken shortage during the pandemic, and we had to increase everything. And then a lot of people noticed our increase in price, but everywhere they're increasing prices because of that. So no, we just have to increase based on how much stuff is, and if the supplier is raising the cost, we have to raise the cost too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
How does the government play a role in this small business? For example, like taxation or any regulations you have to work around, or
Actually, sometimes, yeah. Like recently, Pittsburgh did a no plastic bag ban, and we're still trying to figure that part out. We're still able to give out plastic bags because we have so much left over in stock, but I think we have to permanently like get rid of that somehow. And then with taxation, it's like I don't know about that. I think last year in August, there's a tip. They made a new law about tips, and the owner's not supposed to take a portion out. And before, a lot of businesses would take out 4% for credit card fees. So, but you're not allowed to do that anymore.
are there any recent challenges or any new changes?
还有两个问题，稍等一下。
So I'm sorry. Any like challenges recently the restaurant has faced, like increasing costs or
Definitely increase in cost, and ever since the pandemic, we had to change how we worked and everything. And then so the like workers and everything, we have to work together, and it's split evenly amongst us. Whereas before, it's all individual.
Okay.
But it's because like all the changes that we had to do, and then we just couldn't go back to what was before the pandemic. So we just had to kept sticking with the new upgrades and new changes that came along.
are there any future plans for expansion or
I wish. The owners, I told him to make a second location, but he doesn't want to do a second location because he's afraid it'll take away all the business from here and it'll be a new location. So the owners, they are making new restaurants, but different concept, different food.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
That's all. As my journey today comes to an end, I must conclude this journey and everything I've learned today in the best way I know how. Yo, let me drop a tale with a spot so sweet where the noodles dance and the flavors meet. Everyday noodles in the heart of the street. Murray and Forbes where the locals greet. Fluctuating wages, the ambient phase. Labor and capital in a dine-in maze. Explicit costs rise, ingredients sway. Utilities fixed, rent in a steady
Everyday
gaze.
noodles got me on my feet. 30 different spices, I feel the heat. The good compliments, you have it on repeat. Can't substitute me, I'm Willie G. Yinto on the beat, Yinto on the beat. Noodles so thin, meat too sweet. Flowing down my throat, oh it goes so deep. Forbes Avenue, it's on that street. Slippery texture going through my bones. Fresh ingredients carried over my boat. These noodles so tasty, I don't mean to glow. Ron bar, everyday noodles go toe to toe. Everyday noodles got that in control. The noodles so clean, so plump, so whole. All thanks to some of that magical dough. Willie G came hard with that nasty flow. Everyday noodles, yeah.